hey, you know, I think we're all justified in saying a collective WTF. I think we deserve that one. We can give ourselves grace on that. There's so much going on. There's so much atrocity. There's so much that has literally brought myself and my friends and several really wonderfully warm-hearted clients to tears over it. I mean, just how do you wrap your mind around what's going on in Afghanistan? How do you wrap your mind around the fact that, you know, we still can't sort out who is our enemy versus who is our friend because all of a sudden their politics have come into play? How do we sort out somebody screaming at us for no reason because it's just pent-up anger? There's a lot of effery going on. And you know, I had a wonderful client who said something absolutely genius. Like, you ever just have people that come into your life and just say something massively useful and you go, I did not know I needed to hear that. I did not know I was going to hear that, but that was genius. She said that if we were all able to get a YouTube clip, a 10-minute YouTube video of the moment before our souls actually came to Earth, when we were just squishy little, cosmic energy, and we were deciding to come to Earth in this time period, in this generation, as everything is falling to shit. If we could just access that little tiny video recording of the challenges that our soul chose to experience, the joys, the hardships, all the situations, what our soul agreed to stand up for, what our soul was agreeing to experience, was agreeing to do on this earth, how would that change how all of this is affecting you? How would that change how much you let all this get under your skin, knowing that in some way you are one of the badass souls that chose to actually come to Earth, to run into the shit show, to be in that part of the movie where guns are going off, explosions are happening in the warehouse, and Sylvester Stallone is shoulder rolling with all of that. You chose to be here during this, the most exciting moment of the movie where we don't know how it's going to pan out, and the entire audience is on the edge of their seat. You chose to be in this scene. And quite honestly, I know there's a lot of atrocities being carried out on a grand scale, on a mortal scale, and just on a human scale. You know, just on the day-to-day, how we treat each other, how we judge each other, how we decide who is human and who is not. And you still chose to come here. And that to me is so encouraging. And yes, there are also souls that chose to come here to be a part of the role that exposes the corruption, that exposes the systems that are no longer working for us, that exposes the hypocrisy, and they're playing their role too. But for those of you watching this video for sure, and for many, many more of you who are waking up to wanting to make the world a better place, who came here to hold and to shine the light and to show others to the light in this new crazy world that we're building right now. You are spiritual badasses. And if you're not feeling it right now, it might be because you're sinking into the fear and sinking into the anger and sinking into the drama. Because all of this is like one big WWE match. what's it, DeSantis is fighting Biden, and there's the Taliban, and there's China, and it's like they're all just characters. They're all just characters coming into the ring, challenging each other in their big, gross, sweaty muscles and their spandex. And if you get sucked into it, then yeah, you're gonna get body slammed. Yeah, you're gonna come out feeling bruised. Yeah, you're gonna come out feeling like you've just been put through the ringer and there's no hope. But if you remember that little tiny 10-minute YouTube clip of the moment you decided that you wanted to be here on Earth more than anything else that you could do in your incarnation, if you could get a hold of that clip and remember that you are the audience, and remember that you can affect the audience, you can make it as cheerful or as aggressive as you want. And if you're here to hold the light and to show the way to the light, you don't need political power. You don't need celebrity power. You don't need money. You don't need a big old corporation behind you. You need the interactions that you have every day. If you live your life knowing that you chose to be here to show others that there is light, there is hope in this life, you can do that. You have every bit of power in you to do that every day in your life. You have the power to offer comfort, to offer hope, to offer strength, even if you don't feel like you have it yourself. Doing that will give you strength. It will bolster you up. It will reaffirm your soul's mission here in this life, in this spectacular scene of the movie. And let me tell you something. The rest of existence is on the edge of their seat. And they are just praying that it turns out okay in the end. And let me tell you something, I know it will be. Because we came here for a reason. We chose to be here in this moment. And I cannot think of any other reason besides the simple fact that we came here to get everything sorted out and moving in the right direction again. We came here to show the light. And even though the world is dark outside, even though there's hate and anger and hypocrisy, it's okay. It's okay to feel it. It's okay to feel the anger, to feel the hurt, to feel the heartbreak, to feel the injustice going on right now. You can feel all of that. But now what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with all those emotions? Are you going to just sink into them and say, that's it, humanity's screwed? And if you do, it's okay. But I really think that if you're watching this video, you've got more in you. You've got one more round in you. You've got 20 more rounds in you. And I lost track, but just know that you came here for a reason. And you very much have the power to change the world. Even if you're just showing the light to every person that you meet every day. You don't need to get mixed up in the game. You've got your own game. Go play it.